From steel to cement to copper, prices of raw materials are skyrocketing across the world and economists are beginning to worry about inflation all over again. In India, we are facing a double whammy. We have a second wave of lockdowns which has led to some disruptions in supply of raw materials which are needed for construction. There's also that niggling worry that this time around, will migrant construction workers come back to the sites as quickly, because we do know that the pandemic is spreading quite widely into rural India. What does this really mean for project completion and home prices going forward? Gitambar, should home buyers expect under construction projects to definitely be delayed?
So I would say yes, because, labor is a real problem. This time what has happened is, last time we had contained labor at our sites and still they went back home because they felt it was safer back home. From what we are hearing, the hit of the pandemic has really been very serious in the rural area. And, a lot of construction labor comes from Bengal, from Malda. A lot of it comes from Bihar, UP. And, for them actually to come back is not an issue. But for us to bring them back, now there's a fear amongst people over here that the moment the new labor comes in, they'll have to be tested. We'll have to see that they don't infect the labor which is already in our camps and is safe. So this has become a very big concern. How do we tackle this problem? We still haven't put our minds to it. We are saying, okay, let's just wait till this happens and then we'll see how it pans out, because from what we hear, the rural areas are going to take some time to recover and, come back on their feet for people to again come back to the cities for jobs and for work. The second thing, of course, like you rightly said and which I pointed out, was the cost of raw material has actually limited aggressive construction amongst all developers. This is so because sold stock, you can't increase the prices. RERA actually prohibits you from charging an escalation. So you can't, in a project which is already going on and you've sold at something like, let's say 100 rupees or price X, you can't suddenly say, no, whatever I have unsold, I'm going to increase the prices by 20%, 30%. It's not really going to be acceptable in the market. So what happens then? We are stuck between the devil and the deep sea. Either we stop construction and we stop, because otherwise it's an out-of-pocket expense if you buy cement and steel at these prices, or we increase prices. So increasing prices is not a given that it's going to be accepted in the market. Again, we are stuck over there. And asking the government to rationalize the prices of cement, steel will take some time. They do act, they do their best, but then it's a free market. So
absolutely. And in fact, already the demands for cutting GST on cement, which is at 28%, that clamor is going around, and everybody is saying if you are going to pump in so much money in the construction sector to revive the economy, then you really need to look at GST on cement. Vishal, what's your own take on this entire unsold stock? Will you increase the prices? I mean, if you're caught between the devil and the deep sea, how will your bottom lines not get eroded if you don't increase prices for unsold stock?
Manisha, I disagree with Gitambar. I believe that brands will have to take the hit for what they have sold and deliver on time. While there will be delay, there is absolutely no chance to say that we will deliver in the time, committed time, but we will. All big brands, all good brands, solid brands will try and minimize the delay that COVID has caused.
Okay. Will you
Which
actually...
means we will have to take the hit of escalated cost. And I don't believe, even if the costs come down slightly, I think the cost cycle, the commodity cycle is here to stay, and we are going to be facing price challenges. Given the real estate prices and what has happened to it in the last 5 years and the affordability being at the lowest, I believe that the only way today will be for increasing the prices. And developers who are not going to be increasing prices are going to face challenges of delivery. Therefore, even from a buyer's perspective, one must understand today a lot of people are simply playing a cash flow game. They're not even selling at replacement cost. And therefore, cost increase is going to be on the cards. I disagree with Gitambar. I would say that projects which are priced between 3,000 to 5,000 rupees are going to see a minimum escalation of 15 to 20% in the next 1 to 2 years.
Gitambar,
That's
respond
what
to
I
that.
said. I said exactly the same thing. 20% increase on unsold stock, Vishal. I'm not saying on sold
That's
stock, on unsold.
that's true.
And Vishal, being a part of CREDAI, I think you are aware that a lot of our members are smaller developers and they are not big brands who can actually take such shocks. So there has to be something this has to be addressed, Vishal. We can't just sweep it under the carpet and say, I don't think this will happen.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, we'll take that discussion forward later. Let me get Sameer's reaction also. Sameer, you've got the data in terms of what is the unsold inventory, what's under construction, and what's the demand. Just sum it all up for us and say, is there room for the market to actually absorb a repricing of housing inventory in the country?
I definitely think there is room. Everywhere we've seen across all cities that the new launches have come down by more than 40 to 50% compared to the absorption. So there is definitely room. Prices are, like Vishal said, are at an all-time low. They are price adjusted to inflation. Still, they're very, very low comparatively. Over the last 5 years, they have not really increased. So there is room to increase prices. There is genuine demand amongst customers. Investors are not coming back yet, but definitely end users are, and especially in ready properties and properties getting completed in the next 1 year. So if a developer increases the pricing by, say, a couple of ₹100 a square feet, I don't think his sales velocity will face that much of an impact, as prices haven't been going up for the last 4 to 5 years. So I think customers will understand that and will be ready to lap up projects by good developers, branded developers at slightly higher price points. I think there is room for that because new launches have come down.
All right, we'll see how quickly that economic revival also happens and people get the confidence in buying homes again. Like Gitambar said, this time it could take longer for them to step out. Gitambar, what are we hearing in terms of the force majeure clause which builders actually invoked last time and got a 6-month extension in different states? Is that likely demand? Is that going to happen again?
So we have put it across to the RERA authorities in various states. We have put it up with the Urban Development Ministry also in the Government of India because it's a genuine ask. And, 6 months may not be enough because if the labor takes time in coming back, then we may have to ask for actually last time 6 months was given to us. It was the ask was more. See, the idea, Manisha, is not to take advantage of the situation, but it is to have a realistic solution to the situation. Be it, given a choice, today we know that increasing prices of unsold stock is not a good idea. Then therefore there should be some solution to rationalize the price of material which is increasing.
Gitambar, you will not be able to go against the force of a global commodity cycle which is rising.
Absolutely.
I think we'll have to look at other things. GST is how much will government give up even in terms of taxes? It needs revenues for vaccinations to rebuild the economy. So there are many aspects to it. I think there will be price increases, at least by good developers, if they want to stay afloat. And like Vishal said, if you don't increase prices, you're probably going to go under. And that's not a great signal for home buyers to go into those projects. I think I'm going to wrap out there. Thank you so much, Vishal, Gitambar and Sameer for giving us your insights. These are uncertain times for everyone. So stay home, stay safe and do your bit to break that chain of transmission of COVID-19 infections. The sooner we can get it under control, the quicker we can get over this health crisis and get back to business as usual, which is good for everybody. Thanks so much for joining me.